start of a new semester on campus, but not everyone is happy about recent changes. Good day, everyone, and welcome to this edition of your HLGU News Update. I'm Jill Alexander. Up first, students are back on campus for the start of the fall semester, but some say they are disappointed in a decision that cut their YMCA membership. The university decided to cut those YMCA memberships, saying it was just too expensive for something that most students did not use. Here's Emma Anderson with more on that story.
Jill, we spoke to students who were excited to get back to campus and ready to work out at the Hannibal YMCA. Many were shocked to learn that their Y membership cards no longer work here. As HLGU senior Taylor Michalski returned to campus, he was shocked to learn about a decision the university made during the summer.
I was actually on my way to college and called a friend to ask him if he was going to go to Y with me that night, and he said, "Well, you didn't hear about it." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, we don't have a Y membership anymore."
The YMCA offers many benefits that are not available on campus. A pool, hot tub, sauna, wellness center, and a weight room are just some of the facilities that HLGU students say they took advantage of. Junior Nathan Burnham says the way the decision was communicated to students was also frustrating.
I first found out about it during our all-athlete meeting. They announced it, and so we didn't have any foreknowledge of it.
Sophomore Cami Fiedler says she was disappointed that the YMCA membership was dropped because she says working out at the Maybe Sports Complex on campus can be intimidating for non-athletes.
It can feel like I'm not supposed to be there, and so the Y was kind of a place of escape for me if I did want to go work out.
HLGU President Dr. Anthony Allen says the decision was based solely on the number of students who use their membership on a regular basis. The university says it paid for 281 student memberships. 57 of those 281 students only used their membership once during the spring 2018 semester. 76 students used the Y less than once a month. 80 students used their membership 2 times or less per month. 55 students used the Y 1 to 2 times a week. And just 13 students used the Y on a regular basis of 3 or more times a week. Regardless of how often a student used their membership, the university was required to pay full price for all student memberships. The cost of those student memberships added up for the university. They say that YMCA student memberships cost them close to $47,000. Dr. Allen says cutting the memberships was a hard decision, but he says it was made for the good of the entire university.
Sometimes we do have to make decisions that impact students, even negatively. But we do that knowing that it was the best decision for the university as a whole.
Senior Kylie Elmore says she can see both sides of the issue.
It offers another facility for us to go and work out. They offer a pool, which we don't have. They have classes. It's just a really great thing. But coming from the school standpoint, I do understand that it's a lot of money.
The Hannibal YMCA is offering HLGU students a special student membership for $20 a month. That option could be appealing to those students who still want to work out at the Y. Now, the university tells us that they are working on some things to give students alternatives for working out. Dr. Allen says that a new sand volleyball court will be added to campus soon, and there is some talk about the need for a health and wellness center to be built on campus. Now, he says that the health center is not a top priority for the university, but the sand volleyball courts are expected to be completed during this academic school year. Reporting from the Hannibal YMCA, I'm Emma Anderson.
Thanks, Emma. There's a new food service director on campus. Ronell Barnes is the new director of dining service at HLGU. Kelsey McCaughey tells us how Barnes plans to bring innovation to both the sub shop and the CAF. Here's more.
Fresh Ideas has a new face on campus. Ronell Barnes was hired as the new director after Martin Porter left HLGU for another job at a different Fresh Ideas location. Barnes comes to campus with a culinary chef background and experience from Maryville University.
I look for the students to be totally confused when they come into the dining hall. And that can be a good thing, because I don't want it to be so much to where you're used to it, where it actually doesn't feel like a different restaurant every day.
Barnes says he plans to bring new and more upscale food options to the dining hall and even to the sub shop and coffee house. New options could include brownie and quesadilla bars in the student center to bring in more student engagement.
Barnes says that his staff wants students to share their new ideas of food options. One option that's already available in the CAF is the new ice cream machine.
Along with the new food options, Barnes says he wants to make sure that students' voices are heard and that they have a say in what is offered. Barnes says he wants students to know that he has been listening to surveys and student input. He says the food on campus should be something that enhances the college experience.
So when you leave HLG, you want to make sure you had a really good college experience. You don't have to worry about food. Food should be the last thing we worry about, right? So that's my biggest thing.
To contact Ronell Barnes, you can email him at the address on the bottom of your screen. Reporting for TNN, I'm Kelsey McCaughey.
Students and faculty filled the auditorium of the Roland Fine Arts Center this week for 2 special chapel services. Spiritual emphasis days are held every fall at the university and meant to be a time for campus renewal. This year's speaker was Joe White, operator of the Christian summer camp, Kanakuk. White has been in ministry for 65 years and continues to focus his message on the gospel.
I would just say that the cross is the most attractive piece of wood ever built. The most incredible tree that was ever planted was the tree God planted for his son to die on. And Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto myself. And what I saw on this great campus, this beautiful, incredible campus, was students that were craving the cross.
Kanakuk Camp was established in 1926 and it hosts 24,000 kids from around the country every summer. The staff is made up of college students from 333 universities. This past summer, HLGU had students serving at Kanakuk. Students were not the only ones that spent their summer serving this past summer. Hannibal LaGrange University athletic trainer Charisse Andres traveled with Athletes in Action. Andres worked at the FISU American Games held in Brazil. Athletic teams from both North and South America competed in mini Olympic-styled competitions. Andres says that she is ready to use what she learned in Brazil to better assist student athletes this semester on campus.
It's really cool to see how God just teaches me different things, and this year I learned primarily that I need to be more intentional with athletes here and get to know them and be able to pray with them.
Andres says a highlight from her time in Brazil includes her teams winning both bronze and gold medals. If you're interested in getting involved with Athletes in Action, you can contact Andres at the email address on the bottom of your screen. We have some other exciting news from the athletic training department here at HLGU. Recently, the American Midwest Conference named HLGU trainer Josh Miley as AMC Athletic Trainer of the Year. Miley says it was more of a team effort, but he's thankful for the award.
I'm very passionate about my job, and I've always wanted to be in the healthcare field and love sports. So the best way to combine sports and your love for the medical field is to do athletic training, and working with the athletes here has just been a blessing.
You can see Miley and his coworkers on the sidelines working most of our sporting events here on campus. And finally, student athletes at HLGU are excelling in the classroom. Out of the 17 teams on campus last year, HLGU had 13 of those teams receive the NAIA Scholarship Team recognition. HLGU Athletic Director Jason Nichols says this recognition makes it clear that student athletes are putting academics first.
We take very serious our emphasis on being a student first within the student athlete, with what being a student athlete is about at Hannibal LaGrange.
To be recognized for this honor, teams had to achieve a team grade point average of 3.0 or higher on a 4.0 scale. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Jill Alexander.